turn that defense around. If I'm Dallas, would you give up the first round? You was going after
Adrian Peterson.
You was going after the running back anyway. Would that be your first? Let's say you don't get AP.
I don't want to rob from the Cowboys' ability to do something with the defense.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you don't get AP. What's your first round draft choice? What's the first? Which way you going?
It's got to be running back.
It's got to be running back.
You got to address that
because down that as far down as they pick, you're not going to have any top-notch defense linemen. They pick so far down, you're not going to have it, but you got two or three top running backs up there.
Right.
So, would you get one of the running backs out of the draft, or would you get AP?
Adrian Peterson.
AP is proven.
He is proven.
So many times we got running backs. Oh, I'll give you a great one. Blair Thomas. Remember Blair Thomas?
Right.
Out of Penn State?
Yeah.
Supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread.
And it wasn't.
And was not. Matter of fact, guess who was taken in that same draft?
Who?
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith. It sure was.
Taking number 17 in that same draft. So you can go bust on running backs, just like you can go bust on quarterbacks.
Right.
Nothing's safe.
Right. You got a caller?
Yeah, we got a caller.
Okay. AP to me would be a person that I think would benefit the Cowboys at this point since we've already lost DeMarco Murray anyway.
We got a caller. Who you got? Who's on air? Yeah. Hello?
Turn them up.
Can you guys hear me? I hear a bunch of clicking.
We can hear you.
There's a lot of clicking. Can you get rid of that?
Mm-hmm. I hear a lot of clicking too.
I just called to brag. I called to tell you guys that y'all losing in y'all brackets. That's all I'm saying.
Can we identify the caller?
Right.
Yeah, it's Jason, man.
What's going on, Jason?
Nothing, man. I just called to see I was listening to the show and was like, hey, I'm going to call in the harass show.
And you just call a brag. Well, you're doing a good job. But
yeah, I got you.
But the bracket ain't over with yet, though.
Hey, you might as well be. I've been looking at all y'all brackets.
But it's not over. We still got. So we're gonna get into bracket talk in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So can you call back in about? We're gonna take this beeping off. Can you call back in 10 minutes and then we can jump on you? I mean, get in bracket talk.
Hey, you don't want to talk. You got Wisconsin to win, so that'll be done tomorrow. So yeah, that's fine. Just call me back.
All right, we'll do that. No, you got to call into the show.
I'll call into the show.
All right.
Your call.
I can get rid of that noise. I may have to call him on another, have him to call on another line.
All right.
It wasn't doing that earlier, though.
No. All right.
So we're getting the record talk when?
In about 10 minutes. Let's take a break first, and then we'll.
We got pay bills already?
Yeah.
All right, you listening to, again, 411 Sports Talk Radio on FaceTimeRadio.com. Number to the show is 844-432-2384. We got to pay some bills as the benchwoman has requested to do. We'll be right back.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back.
You're listening to 411 Sports Talk Radio on FaceTimeRadio.com. Our website to the show is 411sportsnews.com. If you haven't been to the website, I'm telling you, the architect of that website is no other than the Benchwarmer. Beautiful website. If you haven't set up an account by now, you ought to do so.
Me too.
Set up an account, no different than what you do on Facebook. And Benchwarmer, when a person sets up an account on the website, what happens?
Well, we're going to get it to where we can interact with each other on the website. You can set up a forum, you can do blogs, you can do everything right there on your website, just like Facebook.
Okay.
In the process of putting the codes together right now, so go ahead and get in now. So when everything is working like it's supposed to work, then we're going to have our own sports network.
All righty. We got a final. The Dallas Mavericks have defeated the San Antonio Spurs 101 to 94. Monte Ellis with
Finally.
38 points.
And you know what they did? They called him out.
He was struggling.
Yeah, but he was called out.
By whom?
He
Carlisle?
I think he was called out by Carlisle. I think him and Rajon Rondo was called out, in the media. Because Monte Ellis was struggling. I was watching those games and I'm like, golly, he's not hitting on his shots. What was their shooting percentage tonight? Can you bring that up?
Yes, Monte Ellis was 16 of 27.
Wow.
He took 27 shots and made 16 of them. That's over 57% shooting. He was 2 of 6 on his threes, 4 of 4 on his free throws, had 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 3 turnovers with 38 points in 40 minutes.
Wow. And
he played 40 minutes.
And 38 points.
And 38 points.
And here's what they were saying. He was in a slump. And he was in a serious shooting slump, but he shot 57%, right? On the field. The Mavericks, over the course of a month, they was averaging like 35% shooting percentage. You can't win that way.
Right.
And that was their biggest problem because they was playing some good defense.
Real good defense.
They were really playing good defense, but their shooting percentage was just awful. And I guess he stood up.
He definitely stood up because other than him, Dirk Nowitzki with 15 points or 6 of 16 shooting, Chandler Parsons 15 points or 6 of 12 shooting.
I'm so disappointed in Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
I am so disappointed in him.
By the way, Dirk Nowitzki had 15 points and 13 rebounds.
See, there you go. He had a double-double.
Yes. Chandler Parsons had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. He had a pretty decent game. Amari Stoudemire had 12 minutes, had 6 points or 3 of 6 shooting. For the Spurs.
What did Rajon Rondo do?
Thank you. His line was 2 points in 27 minutes, 1 of 5 shooting with 9 rebounds and 5 assists and 4 turnovers.
See, Chandler Parsons, Rajon Rondo, I'm disappointed. Can I get Rajon Rondo to be consistent?
Yeah, and it's scary.
I need some consistency. I just need some consistency. I'm glad Monte Ellis stood up. I'm glad he did. But had he not done that, we'd have lost again. Can I get this team to be consistent? The team,
right.
They've got. You got players on this team. You got Monte Ellis. You got Rajon Rondo. You got Devin Harris didn't play tonight, did he?
Yes, he did.
He did play. Okay.
Yes, and I was just looking at his line here. Devin Harris he played 26 minutes at the point guard position compared to Rondo's 27. Devin Harris had 26 minutes with 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block.
But see, he was playing hurt anyway.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah.
He was sick. So
they're not consistent, man. They're just not consistent.
They gotta win. They gotta win, but they're not consistent.
They are just not consistent. These Mavericks are not. They just. I don't know what's going on.
It's Rajon Rondo. I'm going all the way back.
I'll say that.
Now, do you know the reason why they got?
Yeah, because they got him because of his defense, and because he knows how to move. He knows how to operate the court. He can quarterback the court. He plays good defense, and he knows how to quarterback the court. He's not doing any of that.
All right, so we got audio?
I just had audio of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's not quarterbacking the and I'm not even sure if the players know where he's going to be or does he know where the player's going to be? Because his whole thing was let me give Dirk the ball where he needs to be so he can put it up.
Right.
He's not doing that. I've seen some of those passes be going out of bounds.
From what I understood, we got Rajon Rondo because we needed someone better defensively. Because when you get in the playoffs, you can't outscore teams. It's a half-court game.
Right.
And we was outscoring teams based upon, you remember how we started with the offensive efficiency? We had the best offense in the NBA. When Rondo came,
went down.
It went all the way down.
But it went so far. I mean, but does one player make it go down that bad?
Yes. In this instance, yes.
And here's what I say. This is an instance where, and I heard this before, and I said this before on the air. Remember when Barry Church, when they had DeMarcus Ware, and Barry Church said we're just sitting around waiting for DeMarcus Ware to make a play? I think that's what we got here. I think these Mavericks are waiting for Rondo to make a play, do one of those fancy passes or something like that, but they're not getting themselves in position because their shooting percentages is terrible. I mean, today they shot 48% from the floor, which is okay, but normally you're in the 50s, 55, 60% from, that's what normally they do. They shoot between 55% from the floor. Now you have 40. You're just not getting to 48.
Right.
Right. I just don't understand it. I just do not understand it.
But the Mavericks did come away victorious tonight. We do play the Spurs again.
Tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
I think so.
Is it?
Thursday. They're playing Thursday.
I was going to say.
Yeah, they play them Thursday.
They got to go down I-35 South.
Yep.
And get to San Antonio. Can the Mavericks beat the Spurs twice?
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
This is when the Spurs start turning it on.
And the Mavericks defeated them in this process. So it's a good thing. Have Rick Carlisle done what he could do with this team?
No, I don't think he knows what he's going to do, what he can do with this team. I think this is about as what you can get. I think this is the best you can get.
This is as advertised.
This is as advertised. It ain't going to get no better than that.
Is the Mavericks a first-round exit?
They are.
Wow.
This is a bust, and they're in the 7th seed right now. They down to 7 right now.
They will make the playoffs.
Well, I don't know.
Now, the AC has how many losses to the Mavericks losses?
The 8th seed has, let's see, where is the 8th seed?
8th seed, I think it's Phoenix.
Oklahoma City.
And how many losses do they have?
Oklahoma City has 30 losses.
To the Mavericks
and
what?
The Mavericks have 27 losses.
See?
You can drop to the 8th seed real easy. But
the 9th seed has how many losses?
The 9th, got to figure out where the 9th seed is. 30. The 9th seed has 33 losses.
I don't think we're going.
It's either Phoenix, New Orleans, or New Orleans. But here's the deal, though. You can get down. You can drop down to the 8th seed easy. You can walk in this thing as 8th seed. But the only thing is,
how many games the Mavericks have to go? Listen, the Mavericks record now is 45-26. So how many games is that? 45 plus 26.
45 and 27.
I'm sorry, 45-27. So that's 12.
That is
72 games.
72 games.
They got 10 to go.
Games to go, yeah.
And the loss column from the 9th seed, from us to the 9th seed, is 6 games.
From the 9th, yeah. And
not the water yet.
And you have New Orleans and you have Phoenix. They both got 33 losses.
So that's 6 games. So the Mavericks ain't really out the water yet.
Out the water yet. You cannot make the playoffs. I mean, I think they will.
And the Mavericks' next 10 games will be whom? You have that up?
Let me go to a seed.
And I want you to tell me win or loss in these next 10 games.
All right. So the next 10 games for the Mavericks, let me go to it and see. But to my point, the point I was going to make though is I don't think they're gonna go down that far because Oklahoma City, no Durant for the rest of the season. He's already done, and then they lost to the center, didn't they?
Who?
Ilgawa. I forget the center that they lost. Oklahoma City. I know. Sergio Ibaka. Yeah, Ibaka. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So they play the Spurs. They got the Spurs again.
Is that a win or loss?
I think that's a loss.
Okay, that's 0-1.
They got the Pacers.
Ooh.
I think that's a loss.
0-2.
Then they have Oklahoma City.
At or versus?
It is. It's at Oklahoma. It's at the Thunder.
Win or loss?
I think that's a. Oh man, that's gonna be up in the air. I'm gonna give them a win on that one.
So they're 1-2.
Then they got Houston.
We never.
That's a loss.
1-3.
Then they got Golden State.
Oh man.
That's a loss.
1-4.
Then they got Phoenix. I think that's a win.
Boy, and Phoenix gives us matchup problems. Okay, 2-4, and they ousted us.
Yeah.
But we lost to them by